Hello and welcome to the status report overview of SKAGEN Global for November. Let's take a look at the key points for the month. SKAGEN Global increased by 0.5%, underperforming its benchmark by 0.9% on a relative basis. Year to date, Global is up 15.6%, which is 1.6% behind the index. One new company was added to the portfolio and we increased our position in two others. We reduced the size of our holdings in another two companies, and at the end of the month, the portfolio consisted of 102 companies. The cash position fell from 3% to 2.5%. Valuations of equities generally remain attractive, although some sectors and some geographic areas are now seeing valuations above historic averages. Nevertheless, our portfolio remains very attractively valued in absolute terms and relative to both the benchmark and its own historic average. Now let's take a look at the month's contributors and detractors. In what was a good month for our US holdings, Citigroup, the fund's second largest position, was the standout contributor to absolute performance in November. The share price increased 9% during the month, and the US bank has been the best performer year to date as it continues to deliver. Tyco International, Microsoft and Oracle were the other American companies among the best 5 contributors during the month. On the flip side, emerging market listed companies provided the main drag on performance, with 4 companies from Russia and Brazil among the top 5 detractors. Vimpelcom, the Russian telecom company, and a 1.7% position in the fund, was the worst as the share price fell 14% during November. Now let's take a look at the companies we bought and sold during November. First, new companies entering the portfolio. We took a stake in leading liquefied petroleum gas shipping company BW LPG as part of an IPO. We expect day rates to increase in the coming years due to increased LPG exports from the US and more demand for LPG shipping. We received shares in Deutsche Wohnen in connection with the exchange offer for our shares in GSW Immobilien. We doubled our position in Norsk Hydro in connection with Vale selling its 20% stake in the company at a price we found attractive. Short term, we see potential headwinds for profitability due to overcapacity in the aluminium market and high inventory levels, but longer term we expect prices to increase along with greater demand. Finally, we increased our holding in Technip on share price weakness. Although there have been short-term headwinds in the form of the delayed delivery of their newest vessel, we see this as a minor setback and still rate Technip as best in class. The balance sheet is very strong, assets are first class, and their backlog is at a record high with the potential to be awarded many new projects in 2014. Now turning to the key sales during the month, and first up is ENSCO. We trimmed our position after the company increased its dividend by 50% and the stock price rose 12%. We reduced our position in Vivendi as we see reduced potential upside now. The company has done very well by selling assets and preparing the company for a full split between a media and telecom company, a process which has seen the conglomerate discount narrow. Finally, GSW left the portfolio as we received shares in Deutsche Wohnen in connection with the exchange offer for our shares in GSW Immobilien. Finally, a quick look at the fund's top 10 holdings, which together represent 32% of the portfolio, and we can see how attractive the current valuations are. The companies traded a weighted 2013 price-earnings multiple of 8 times compared to the index, which trades at 15.3 times, and we believe there to be around 30% upside based on our current target prices. That's all for this month. Have a very Merry Christmas, and for more information, please visit the SKAGEN Global section of the SKAGEN website.